What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the beginning after the end. Now, this is a webtoon, webcomic, however you want to phrase it. The story is by TurtleMe and the art is done by Fuyuki23. And the physical release is published by Yen Press, which shout out to Yen Press for giving me access to a digital copy of this to review. Cause I just gotta start off and say the uh, the name is very appropriate in many ways because not only is this the beginning after the end for the main character, this is also the beginning of my obsession because this volume, it was not enough in all the best ways. This first volume had 8 chapters, and when I finished, I was like, man, I need more. So I did go out and I sought more and I found more. But that'll be for another day, another discussion for today. So beginning after the end, like I said, it is a web comic, so of course, we're gonna get, you know, the usual full color spreads, all that stuff, whole thing fully in color. Um, Story wise, so the story follows a character who was known as, or he was a king known as King Gray. Then things happen for whatever reason. King Gray passes away, and he is reborn as our young MC here, who goes by the name of Art. So, and the reborn, reincarnation, however you want to phrase it or whatever, it is from the beginning. So, he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, and it is him being born. So, I'm not going to go into every single detail, but just to kind of, like I said, just to give y'all like a general synopsis information from this series. So, like I said, he's reborn into this world that is in the past, or like I guess like an older time period, so to speak, whatever, compared to the world he was used to, whatever. But this world does also have magic and mana and things of that nature. So in his previous life, he was an excellent king. He was a great swordsman, very skilled at what he did. Well, now he's able to use those skills along with having an affinity for magic, because this world that he's in now, it is basically kind of like inhabited and separated by amongst 3 various races: the humans, the elves, and the dwarfs. And so in this world, most of the characters are basically, at least like speaking for the humans and stuff, for the most part, typically by the time they're like in they're like early to mid teens, that's when they kind of start to awaken whatever their innate ability and mana and whatever it's going to be or whatever. Well, seeing as how, he's a grown man in this child's body, he is able to take certain concepts from his previous life and apply them in logic to things in his current world. So in his previous life, he knew of various techniques for a key. And so even when he's like a freaking baby and he can first start to like kind of like finally move around and stuff, whatever, and to kind of like finally like to finally learn about mana and mana cores and all that stuff, whatever, he sees the similarities between how the textbooks and stuff were describing that to how Key worked in his previous life. And thus, he starts to figure that stuff out or whatever. And at the ripe young age of 3, he awakens, which of course scares his parents because this not supposed to happen for another like decade plus. And here you are as a 3-year-old already being able to like, absorb mana and stuff, whatever. So now, moving on from there, another thing that I enjoy about this series so freaking much, and of course, me as dad needs to talk. I love me a good family and good bonds, and this series already early on showcases the family dynamics and the bonds because I like that Art has both his parents, his mother and his father, so you get to see their dynamics and stuff. His mother's very loving, very caring, and she has an affinity for like healing magic. And his father is a warrior, previous adventurer, and so he's able to kind of like learn certain like techniques and things of that nature from him. Uh, over time as he learns and grows. And so this first volume does a fantastic job of immediately pulling you in, like I said, to the world and getting you curious about like, okay, what are all these various techniques and elements and stuff that he might be able to do, saying it's how he's already learning how to do this stuff as a freaking infant. And so the story kind of starts to unravel, and we follow him. Of course they do like some time skips and stuff here and there, so you kind of get to see like, okay, he's grown up a little bit or whatever, and things of that nature. But like I said, just that initial talk of just like or display of family and bonds and stuff, because even a little bit later on in the volume, we get to meet some other characters who used to be part of Art's father's group back in the day. So this series just keeps it. It does a good job of keeping you feeling like, okay, you're seeing something new, whether it be new characters or some new magic, or you're fascinated by watching Art learn and grow and explore these different techniques and stuff. But there's always like, okay, who is this new character? What are they about? And they also do that. You can tell the creators of this are having fun while they're doing it, because I saw somebody mention this before too, but also even like the names of some of the characters and stuff that you kind of meet and come across. And so so even like with the names and stuff, whatever, and just show off like some of the art and stuff, whatever. But like Adam Crinch, uh, Angela Rose, Durden Walker. It's just like a real fun cast of characters. Jasmine Flamesworth, she's like one of my favorites. And Helen Shard. So, like I said, fully colored and stuff. And like I said, just like it's always some new and interesting characters, or creatures and stuff that you kind of get introduced to, whatever. But yeah, like I said, this first volume, it did its job. It did its job in selling me on like, hey, this is a world you're interested in, and we'll give you just enough to pique your interest in so many ways. And the way this volume kind of ends off on with a sticky situations, we will say, that our characters find themselves in, you will have no choice but to be like, yeah, okay, I need another volume now, or I need to find out where to read the webcomic online, whatever. But like I said, if you enjoy a good action series, if you enjoy, like I said, a story that has a variety of characters that all have intrigue to them, whether it be from just something as simple as like their design to whatever abilities and stuff that they have, then the beginning after the end is definitely one to put on your radars and to keep an eye out on. So By the time y'all are watching this review, the volume should already be out. Actually, I've already seen some places selling it early. So definitely go pick it up. And like I said, more than likely y'all will be seeing more discussions from me very soon about this series, because like I said, I've already read further ahead and I have a lot more to say about this series. So but for now, I wanted to give y'all just a little tease and little taste. But I hope you enjoy this. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're watching the YouTube version, or if you're watching the audio, make sure to subscribe to the podcast. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.